You know, this summer, the Good Samaritan Ministries in Johnson City is helping struggling families with children on free or reduced school lunch programs. And with school out of session for the summer, those children may not be getting the nutrition they need. Aaron Murphy with Good Samaritan joins us this morning to share with us how we can all help Good Samaritan fulfill one part of its mission, and that's feeding the hungry this summer. Aaron, appreciate you being here.
Thank you, Chris, for having me.
And that, like I say, just one part of your mission there at Good Samaritan, but a very important one.
Yes, sir. Feeding the hungry is so important. Especially children touch our hearts.
Right.
Knowing that they will have the food and nutrients they need on a day-to-day basis is what moves us, and we need community support. They need community support,
right.
And we're their advocates.
And you got a very special, this is a very special time for y'all because you have an anonymous donor that came forward and said up to $20,000, whatever donations you get will match. So if you make a donation right now, you're in essence doubling that donation.
Yes, sir. We had an anonymous donor come alongside us and say, hey, I'll write a $20,000 check if you can raise $20,000.
That's great.
It is a blessing.
Yes.
And we pray every day that God will give us our daily bread. And He's faithful in doing that. But that's our daily prayer. Give us our daily bread. Give those their daily bread, because Jesus taught His disciples to pray in that manner, and we follow suit.
And you got some food distributions, this 3 big ones this summer, and you're coming up on your third one on the 26th.
Yes, sir. Tuesday, July 26th is our third and final food distribution. And we're about 12,000 short of that distribution. And so we are contacting churches, businesses, and organizations to do food drives for us, canned foods, perishable and non-perishable items, so we can put these things together for the children and their families. You know.
Yeah, it's astounding. I've done the research on this, and it's astounding how many children just in the Johnson City school system. I'm not talking about all the other school systems
right.
around us, but just in the Johnson City school system, how many students are on free or reduced lunch programs, and that food is so important to them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And right now, they're not getting that food.
Exactly. That's exactly right. The power bill goes up during the summer
exactly.
because
Trying
it's
to
hot
keep cool.
outside.
Right.
My AC went out last week, and
yeah.
Dealing with the heat. Even though it may be 89 degrees outside, it's 93 in the house or 95. And it's important that, the clients that we serve who work 2 and 3 jobs to make ends meet, that they're not taken from their power bill money or their water bill money
right.
or their rent money to put food on the table. And we, as Good Samaritan Ministries, we partner with people in the community to help the least of these and feed those who are hungry.
And you got a big back-to-school picnic coming up on
yes,
July 31st, and that goes a long way toward getting those kids ready for school and for getting them fed as
yes,
well.
Sir. Our back-to-school project is not just school supplies.
Right.
We do backpacks, notebooks, pencils, and other resources to help them through the school year. But we go the extra mile in getting them a couple pair of clothes,
yes,
pair of shoes,
exactly,
things along those lines to help them to help build confidence, to help them feel like they're starting off new and afresh. They may not have finished last school year off strong,
right?
But getting them these resources will help build them up internally,
right?
To say, hey, this is a fresh start.
All right, and giving those fresh starts. Another mission of Good Samaritan.
Yes,
Aaron,
sir.
Thank you so much for being here today. Folks, you can help. Just go to that number, go to that website right there, make a donation, because if you make a donation right now, it is going to be doubled in essence during this. This anonymous donor has come forward with $20,000, but we need everyone's help to help Good Samaritan help children this summer.